going on, guys? It's your boy E, back again with the elevated vision. Today, I wanted to talk about how choosing happiness as a path rather than a choice. Seeking happiness as a choice. It's like telling yourself, I need to be happy about this right now and not happy about this in the long run. You're choosing not to be happy. You're choosing happiness over the long run. The choice of being happy comes with a lot of things. You have to suffer. And some people don't like to suffer. People like to agonize over certain things that they can't control. While in choosing the path of happiness, you live with the ups and downs of what it means to be happy and what it means to be unhappy. But you enjoy the journey because at least you get to be happy. You seek out the things that fulfill you as a person rather than what makes you happy in the moment. You listen to your friends. You need to be happy about this. You need to be feeling this. You need to feel that. If you gave yourself a chance to just really sit there and say to yourself, I can be happy about this and I can keep moving, or I can be happy about this and not keep moving at all. The feeling of staying in place is like the same feeling of choosing to be happy. The choice is yours, but the path itself is also yours, so you're right in both ways. Learning what it means to be you. That path of happiness comes with downs. Like not making the job, not getting the car, not doing the things you want to do. But at least you find an uphill of how you truly feel. You learn that happiness comes with the goal. It comes with the suffering. So you can be happy during the way, or you can be happy in the moment. And you choosing how to live your life in the moment can help you in the long run. You are going to have to figure out if happiness is your alternative or is it your path. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to make you happy but you. You can't expect your friends, your family, people you look up to make you happy. You have to let yourself know in this moment and along the way, I will be happy because I made myself happy. You're learning how to be human. You're learning how to have a soul. And with that, you learn what it means to be who you are. You're learning your mistakes. You're learning what's wrong, what's right, learning who to look up to, who to not talk to, how to get this done, and how to get other things moving in the way you want them to move. Life isn't end all be all, it's life. In order to live it, you have to suffer. But you also have to find the uphills instead of always looking at the downhills. You can't always sulk and despair knowing you have things to do. It may not be happy right now, but your alternative goal should be my path of happiness for myself and fulfillment of the self. You want to be happy? Learn how to suffer. Learn how to suffer in a way that brings you happiness so you can learn from it. So you can get things going. You can get peace of mind without worrying about everyone else's happiness. You worry about your own. And you keep the peace by learning that your happiness is your own. And it's not someone else's happiness. But if you are willing to create a business about making others happy, then you go right ahead. Because that's my goal. My plan is to make others happy while also making myself happy. I love others. I love others like I love myself. And sometimes when I don't love myself, I feel like I can't love anybody else. And that's not fair. That's what happiness as a choice comes in. Now I gotta be happy, not loving myself. That's not good. That's not healthy. But choosing happiness as a path and learning that I have to deal with the downhills to get to the uphills. Because the more I go down, the steeper the slope it is to go up. And the more I go up, there's going to be more downs. But every time I get down, I always find an up. So there's always going to be ups and downs. But you always got to find the positive. Because if you don't, you live in despair. You live in your sorrow. And you're unhappy. And you just feel like nothing's going your way. But if you choose the path of happiness and learning what it means to be happy for the moments that are given to you in those moments, and feeling your happiness in those moments rather than just being like, okay, I felt it, I can get away from it because it doesn't belong to me, because it doesn't feel safe. I can't be happy for a long time because if I do, someone's going to take it. No one can't take your happiness from you. If someone takes your happiness from you, you're cutting yourself off. Because why are you allowing someone else to take happiness from you? That's not someone else's choice to take it away from you. It's your choice to give it away. It's the path that you choose to do. You want to be that guy. You want to have everything, but you have to realize it comes with suffering. It comes with the path. It comes with happiness. If you feel no more hate, your soul will be rewritten of the hate that you felt for others, and then you'll be sunken within the self and how you truly feel about yourself. You may dislike others, you may not acknowledge others, you may not even talk to others, but at the end of the day, they're not going to make you happy. You are. You have to make yourself happy. You have to learn what it means to be you. The happiness comes with the path. It doesn't just happen one day, ooh, I'm happy, and the next day I'm bad. No. It comes with seeing the upsides and always being positive that something is going to go right because you're trying hard. And no matter how hard you work, you're going to get to it. Because at the end of the day, you're a hardworking man. You're a hardworking woman. And you're going to outwork everyone. But you also have to realize that your happiness does not come from anyone else. It comes from within here. You need to feel it. You need to understand it, that it comes and goes. And when you're on the move, it may come too. But at the end of the day, you have to keep that within yourself and making sure that everything in here is okay. Everything in here is fine. You need to feel the emotion. You need to stay in control of the emotion. You have to learn what this emotion brings and what it does not bring. Because you can be the happiest guy on earth and still have no friends. You can be the happiest guy on earth and still have no money. You can be happiest on earth and have no one to rely on. But the happiness comes from within. You're feeling yourself. You're understanding that you have to rely on yourself for happiness. You feel that emotion and say to yourself, like, whatever happens, I know I'm going to be fine because I believe in myself. I know what it takes to do the hard work. I know what it takes to outwork everyone. I know what it takes to understand people because I was once a part of them. Now that I'm not, I understand everything. I understand that things take time. I understand that some things aren't meant for me. And if they are, bring them in. If they're not, let them go. Because my happiness doesn't depend on those things. It doesn't depend on me being in a relationship. It doesn't depend on having a good relationship with anyone. Except for God. God's the guy. But at the end of the day, no one else's happiness but yourself. You have to feel it within your soul. You have to feel it to understand it and know how to express it. Because some people can hate. They can hate real hard and make you feel bad about being happy. And that happened to me. Played basketball once, and this guy said, "Why are you smiling? You can't do that. It's not a smiling game." But when Kobe was on the court, that nigga was smiling his head. He was definitely glad to be there. He outperformed everyone. He was the GOAT. Bro, that man was the guy. He always sought out happiness for himself, his children, and his family, and the people around him, and the people that he inspired. He wanted to be great, and he achieved it. And I'm saying to you, you can do the same thing. You can get up in the morning and say to yourself, I choose to be positive today. I won't allow my moods to dictate what I feel because I'm disciplined and I'm hardworking. But at the end of the day, I feel it within myself that I can do this. That at the end of the day, I don't need nobody except for God, except for Him. And the spirit of how to feel happiness and the soul that I have within my heart. I tuck myself into bed at night. I brush my teeth. I get up in the morning to work out. I do all those things to make myself happy in the long run because I chose the path of happiness. I chose to feel moments of happiness while also achieving great I'm learning to be me, and you're learning to be you. Now, I want to let this sink in. He who jumps into the void owes no explanation to those who stand and watch. Let that sink in. He who jumps into the void owes no explanation to those who stand there and watch. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your ears, your smile, and your aspiration. Stay elevated. Love and peace. Ethan Avery.